Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Sagittarius. If Sagittarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant/rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so our card for this reading is the Queen of Swords. I see you down there, mister. You have pudgy lingering, looking for a place to jump. And so if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing so. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. And it is free to subscribe. Well, hello. Hello, my boy. Come on. Hello, Pudgy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, you're so cute. All right, I gotta lift you. You and TT love to get right where the camera's at, huh? Well, you know what? I told you, but I gotta start my reading. It's already begun, so you need to jump. Jump, my boy. Come on, little smutty. You gave your blessings, and now you got to go. There you go, buddy. All right. As much as I would love to hold him all night long, I need both my hands. I do. Okay. Go on now. I guess we're going to work around ya. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm sorry. My goodness, these cats. Some nights they just get going and they don't listen, do they? They just don't like to listen to me. All right. So we're going to take a look. We have looking right over here. Okay, and we have this beautiful figure of a person who is standing. It looks like they are holding, maybe it looks like a bird. You can see the body, the tail, the head of this person, and the body, okay? And so I feel there is a sense of really being in great communion, in communication, having a wonderful relationship with what I would call our backyard spirits. Now it looks like the hand is out and maybe even kind of feeding this bird. And so I feel that you must be, which doesn't surprise me, Sagittarius, but it feels that you must be somebody who is quite thoughtful of the environment around you. Not just the immediate backyard, not just these beautiful parks and places to go and visit, but really I do believe that you think quite often of your place, of the interconnectedness with the intelligences around you. And so go on. Now we have TT trying to get up here. My goodness, you both need to go. All right. So yes, the interconnectedness with all things. Cats, birds, the soils, the water, the fire, all the things, all of the things. And I think that you take not only great care, but there is a sense of pride in your prioritizing, honoring this relationship. You are a person that doesn't necessarily think of yourself as a visitor in nature, but that you are as much part of this natural order as anything else, right? You are not a separate entity. You are interconnected to the core, right? So, I do think that this also means that you are quite psychic. You are somebody who receives messages. You probably are somebody who can channel. You might be a medium. You might be somebody who is quite intuitive, clairvoyant. I've learned that there are many kinds of clairvoyance. And so, I think you might even be a diviner. Maybe you're a tarot reader. Maybe you read tea leaves. I don't know exactly, but this is something that comes quite naturally to you. It's not only natural, but I think that it's also, it is quite potent and emphasized because of your ability to kind of be in this like really symbiotic relationship with the other plant, mineral, animal, so on, intelligences that are, flowing in, through, and around you, right? So, I see that with this Queen of Swords energy, with this beautiful, natural, intuitive posture that you have, you must be in quite a position of knowledge, of deep understanding, of wisdom. I feel that there are, you have this air about you that just commands great respect. You are a person, the way that you speak to people, they hear you. You are somebody who is on the level, as they say. Somebody who is trustworthy, somebody who I think very much believes in the phrase, if you don't know this phrase, but you believe in the sentiment, right? And that is, my word is my bond. Right? And this is important. The only thing that we have is our word. Maybe not just us speaking, but our action that we put behind the word, our intention, and so on. Okay? So I really do. I think that you do what you say, you get it done. Even if it's something that, you say it and then the next one you're like, I really wish I didn't volunteer myself for that. That's going to be a lot more work than I needed. But you show up. You show up and people can count on you. And that's a beautiful and important thing. Now, we also have this little puppy right here. Okay, kind of jumping up. Okay, so I feel that you are somebody who has maybe not a lot of close relationships, but the ones that you do have are based very much on loyalty, trust. You have at least one or two people in your life who you would do anything for them, they would do anything for you. There is an equal meaning of energy there. Okay. And again, another very rare thing. A lot of people, I believe, I really, as I get older and I just kind of sit back and watch people, I'm a big people watcher. I like to just take it in. Not that I'm necessarily, I'm nosy, I guess, as much as anybody else. I don't necessarily care what people are doing. I just like to watch them. I like to know what's going on. I just have always been like that. And so, as I've gotten older, I look at people's lives. I look at their interactions with one another. And I think that so few people really have very meaningful relationships, especially lasting and meaningful relationships. I don't know if it's always been like this. I don't know if this is like a newer thing. Our society has just become like this, the way that we have, such fleeting things in our life that kind of, spills over into our relationships. Our tribalism has become so fragile, and that's not, don't get me wrong, it's not a judgment, it's just something that I've noticed. So when I see people who really do, they feel comfortable in having deep relationships, but they don't need status. They don't need to show out and have I have all these friends and they have all these things, and we all have to show out together, and it looks like we have this wonderful life thing going on together, but in reality, it's fleeting, vapid, it's superficial. It's probably very painful and lonely, let's keep it real, and I don't know. So anyways, I look at this and I think you're one of the real ones. You're one of the rare few. You're the rare few. I wouldn't be surprised if you have people in your life that you've known since, you were in preschool or you were born or whatever. I'm not talking about just your family, of course. Friends, friendships. Or maybe it's a sister, brother, you're really close, because you want to be, not because you have to be. And, and that's a beautiful thing. And I think this is a quality that you have that is so very attractive to other people. I also think it's something that makes people feel, it's very confronting, right? Maybe people are even envious of it, but you live authentically, and yeah. So as I'm saying this, I'm looking. We have a volcano. Okay, has the first signs of smoke above it, and then over here we have a dragon, and I'm thinking, what is this? Kind of a double sign of maybe some anger, resentment. And I see a shovel. Yeah, and I almost feel like, and with the Queen of Swords, we know this is a very intelligent being. This is somebody who sees through all the BS. This is somebody who you're not going to get a lot past them. They cut off the masks. They take the heads. This is the person that, really is the most discerning, will not willfully live in an illusion. Okay. And I wonder, if there's something that has gone on that really, somebody has been lying to you, or misleading you, and it's got you a little bit hot. They have kind of dug their own, place of rest. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word for the algorithm, but, their own place of rest, with you. They brought their own shovel and everything. They decided against themselves, and it's not going to end up well for them. Not that, I think that you just, it has turned you off of any will to be close with them. You definitely are not, you're not feeling this. And this relationship, it's something that is more bothersome than anything. And now this could be romantic. This could be a friendship. I almost wonder if this is a friendship. Because, well, ultimately, I'm looking at this and I'm feeling like the vibe of the thing really is, you are a really good friend. Why would somebody come along and, try use you or lie to you or angle in your life, knowing that you probably would find out? Like, what did they think was going to happen? Now I think that there's a little bit of anger, maybe some rage, hurt. This is this is a sensitive place to find yourself. But I also know that you are somebody who is quite in control of your reactions. Okay, so I see a person who is sitting here. There is the illuminated candle, and they're sitting in the cup. If you can see that. It's like a little head. They're sitting in the cup. And the cup is the grail. The cup is the vessel of divine waters. The emotionality of the cosmos. The thing that, brings life to all things. And so I see you kind of sitting in that water, taking a beautiful, splendorous bath, reflecting and looking into that candle of illumination, which is an awakening. Okay. You take this situation, you manage yourself through this anger. You do not react in the way that, this person maybe hoped for, or, maybe they thought that they were going to get one over on you. Well, you just kind of keep it moving, There's no reason to. Why would I spend my time, any more time on this, on you, on this behavior, on this, seeking negative energy from me? And so you put it into your self-work, and you look deeper and you look deeper, and there are understandings here. There is more growth in this situation than there is turmoil and pain and, loss and all of these other things. And ultimately you come out on top of this mountain. Yeah. The holy, holy, holy mountain. And so let's take a look. What do we have here? We have a moon cycle. And actually, as I'm doing this reading, I think that we're probably crossed over into the new moon at the very edge of it. Probably like 1% new moon. And so it is dark outside. Very dark. But I see a beautiful feminine archetype here. It looks like it is dancing. It's standing upon the moon cycles. And I look over here. We have a bird. We do have some emotional, actually I have an eye there, right there in the emotional waters, okay? And then I have a wishbone as well. Okay, so I feel like there's this draw to that lunar goddess TT. Hush now. This lunar goddess, okay? We have, she wants to get into the other room where Daddy's at, but the door's shut. Oh, now it's open. Okay, so we have the lunar cycles and we have the bird. You can go, babe. And we have the bird bringing the message, bringing the message. We have the eye, which is kind of moved around now. But we had the eye and the wishbone in that emotional place. And so I really think there is a lot of, there's a lot of introspection, like I said, a lot of really kind of contemplating, almost scrying of thyself, right? And so looking deeply into that kind of, if you could imagine gazing into the dark waters, right? Or the dark mirror, or even into the night sky. Okay, and these are all beautiful places of kind of a projection of the eternal soul. And so wonderful mediums to kind of see the symbols of our being, of our psyche. And then the wishbone, really, I feel like through this time, through this kind of clearing of energies that maybe, you didn't even think were affecting you. But this person, is a bit of a snake, really. And clearing that out, it leaves a little bit more room for you for that, fortune, success. But it's the wishbone. And I see you kind of setting your intentions. Okay. And with the wishbone, I often do think this is, quite auspicious. So probably positive outcomes. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to look at the Cincy Child affirmation cards. And I'm going to go ahead and flip through here. And I'm going to stop where it feels right. Flip it over and it says, I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself. And so you should be. And so you should be. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you would be so kind as to like the reading, like the video, it really does help the channel so much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next videos are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And if you would like to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. They're they're really some of the favorite parts of this channel, really. I love seeing what you have to say, how you're feeling, what's going on with you, how these readings resonate with you, and so on. So yeah, definitely leave a little comment there if you'd like. And with that, I will say thank you. I love you. And hopefully you've had a nice birthday or you're going to. And we'll talk again in just a few days.